In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, please be seated. Well, whenever 2 or 3 are gathered in His name, I guess that prophecy is fulfilled here this morning. And we appreciate that you come to worship with us. Appreciate that you come to seek and to find, to knock, and the door will be open. I'll talk to you about something advanced this morning. We were talking about St. Paul, who was traveling to Damascus, and he was surrounded by a light. He and his companions were surrounded by a light, brighter than the sun. We heard a few weeks ago that James and Peter and John went up with him to the mountain, and they saw Jesus enveloped in light, bright, shining light. When we say our creed every Sunday, as the deacon comes through with incense, we are saying, I believe in one God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, and of all that is seen and unseen, God of gods, light of light, true God of true God, begotten, not made. What does it mean to say that He is light of lights? We're talking about this light as if it were something imaginary, but in fact it's not imaginary when it has knocked people off their horses, when it has dazzled people on top of mountains, when it has inspired saints and mystics from the beginning. We see that there is a light, that this light transcends human understanding, through which communication is made. On the mountain, God, the Father cried out, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." Dazzling light. Light that is something that is perceived not through eyes, but through other senses. The light that surrounds us in holiness and is the presence of God Himself in us. We are able to believe in this light of light. True God, true God. We are able to believe in Him and to have with Him a complete and understanding that is something which is an advanced concept in Christianity. Incidentally, it's found in Sufi mysticism for the Muslims. Incidentally, it's found in Buddhism, in the Bodhisattva. Incidentally, it's found in the ancient Incas, in the Mayans, and in those civilizations who before even Christianity began. It's also found within the Jewish mystics. So this is not something which is unique to just Christianity, but it is unique to humanity, where we are able to realize that we are not just mere creatures, that we are participants in a divine process. When the Lord reveals Himself to us in this light, we can feel a completely change a complete change within our existence. We come to vast knowledge. We suddenly see more than we have ever been able to see before. It is as if this light carries with it an intelligence, not just to see like the light coming through the window, but to perceive an intelligence. What does it say? Stop persecuting my believers. Stop persecuting one another. It says, have compassion. It is a light of compassion. And it's not just in Christianity. We see this in all of the world's religions. Even Taoism in China talks about compassion. Buddhism talks about the compassion of Buddha. What is compassion? It's not sympathy. Otherwise we just say sympathy. Not feeling sorry for someone, or you pitiful thing. No, it is about having an empathy for those who are insufficient in something, and having that compassion to be able to supply that sufficiency however we can. The light that we're talking about, light of lights, true God of true God. We're talking about this light which surrounds people in various times in history, but it also surrounds us in our own individual prayer life and our walk with God Himself. He is able to come and inspire you with this light. He said, I was sitting at the bus stop, waiting for a bus, just watching the people. And all of a sudden, I had a sense that I was surrounded in light. I had a sense that everybody that came through me was meant to be there. That I was meant to see them and interact with them on a mystical level. How many people have told me this? I felt something. I felt something beyond myself. What is it? It's the presence of Christ Himself revealing Himself to you in a way that you understand. And within that revelation is a sense of real compassion. It instills in us compassion, not judgment, condemnation, anger, hatred, bitterness. It erases so much of our own pain, guilt, suffering, and abandonment. It erases that through this divine light of infused love. Infused. What does it mean to be infused with light? It means that it's casting out all the shadows within your soul. Casting it out. Lighting it so bright that it can never be darkened again, except if you will it to be darkened. He says, reside in my light. And in this light, forgive if you seek forgiveness. Well, we do seek forgiveness. I'm sorry for the sins I've committed. Forgive me. If you want my forgiveness, be forgiving. If you want my mercy, be merciful. If you want my compassion, be compassionate. I see. I understand now. See others as precious to me as I am precious to you. See this. You see a brother in need, help him with his need. See someone who is hungry, try to give them something to eat. If you see someone who's addicted, you don't have to give them something that they're addicted to, because you're enabling the addiction which is far from God. Far from God. Not that the person desires to be far from God. I wish to be close to God, but this isn't my way. I feel trapped and enslaved by it. So our compassion helps to relieve them from their slavery. This is the message of the light. I believe in one God, the Father Almighty, the Creator of heaven and earth, and all that is seen and all that is unseen. I believe in His Son, Jesus Christ, the only begotten Son of God, begotten of the Father before all worlds. Light of light. True God of true God. This is the idea, light of light. What is the nature of this light? Is it quantum? Is it nuclear? Is it cosmic? It's all of that. Is it divine? It's all of that. The beginning, the middle, and the end of all things resides within this light. And this light is your light that you can join with that light and you can actually sense that you're surrounded by a light. It happens to people all the time. And they want to say, oh, I'm losing my mind. They're not St. Paul off his horse. Changed his life. And he's not the only one in history that this has happened to. In fact, it's happened to me. Not on a horse, but through other circumstances where the Lord directly intervened with that light, and I was able to realize, catch myself before I committed a grave sin. Saved my life. Someone saves your life, don't you owe them your life? Isn't that the deal? If someone saves your life, do you not owe them your life? Yeah. So taking this knowledge along with the responsibility, my life is completely different than it was 35 years ago. Completely different. I'm surrounded by completely different people, doing completely different things. But the concept is to not just study what happened in the church history in the past by joining a church, not just to read about saints and people in the early days, what the fathers had to say, but to realize that it's still happening now, that it applies to us now, that we can change our lives now and become compassion itself. When you realize what compassion is, that it's a product of this light, you say, well, what else is the product of this light? Well, in human terms, we talk about humility. That we're not proud, haughty, and condemning, but we are understanding and filling our lives with a sense of who am I that even God, you would be mindful of me at all. And so with this concept of residing in light, knowing that light is there around us at all times through the entire universe, but it is personal, it's for you. It's for all of us. It's a personal revelation, a message to you. Jesus will appear to you in your soul and give you this message. Love me as I've loved you. Simple. It's a simple message. It transcends time, transcends space, but it gives us a sense of compassion that we are not just alone, but we are together with so many people. Some have more fortune than we do. Some have less fortune than we do. But in the process, it's not about the fortune, it's about the walk with God to come into understanding. And so that when we transition over, we're already prepared for the transition over. We've already prepared ourselves to go to the other side. We don't have to go through another whole school over there. We've already experienced it here to a great extent. To emulate Him in His light. To walk in the light. To be children of the light, as it says. So realize that this is for you. This is for us. This is for all of humanity. It's personal and it's transcendent. And what more can I say about it except that it loves you, and so do I.